Welcome to Municipal Wastewater Engineering Practicals. Today we will determine total solids of any given wastewater sample. Before we begin, let us have a brief discussion of what is total solids and how it is categorized. Solids refers to the dissolved or suspended organic matter present in any wastewater sample. Total solids can be categorized into two, either suspended solids or dissolved solids. There can be another classification of total fixed solid or total volatile solid. Volatile solid is the organic part and fixed solid is the inorganic part. Before we carry out the total solids, let us have a brief discussion about the glasswares that are required for carrying out the analysis. We have china dish or evaporating dish made of porcelain. This is used for calculation of total solids, total dissolved solids and total suspended solids. We have another dish made of silica which is used in muffle furnace. This is used to find total volatile solids and total fixed solids. We have our given wastewater sample. We will be using measuring cylinder to measure 25 ml of wastewater. Also we have funnel. Also we will be using this tongue to keep the dish inside the hot air oven or muffle furnace and also for taking out the sample. At the end we have Whatman filter paper number 40 of microns, pore size 2 micron. So let us begin the experiment. First we will start with total solids. To find out total solids, first we will need a porcelain china dish and then we will take 25 ml of wastewater sample. Depending upon the concentration of sample, if the concentration is more, we will take less amount of sample. If the concentration is less, we will take more amount of sample. So first, using the funnel, we will take, also make sure you stir the wastewater sample. We will transfer 25 ml. So this is a wastewater sample. Before we begin, it is important to note the dry weight of porcelain dish. So first we will measure the dry weight of porcelain dish. Let us find the initial dry weight of porcelain dish. It is important to wash it properly, oven dry and then keep in desiccator for 15 minutes before finding the initial dry weight. So we will use weighing balance. We will tare it and then we will put the, so initial weight of porcelain dish is 81.06 grams. So this is our 25 ml sample. We will pour it into the evaporating dish. And now to find total solids, we will keep the porcelain dish into the hot air oven dry for 24 hours. So now we have kept the porcelain dish into hot air oven. Now we will wait for 24 hours and after 24 hours we will again take out the sample. After total solids, now we will carry out dissolved solids using Whatman filter paper. So for this, you already have taken 25 ml of sample. So we will turn the filter paper like this and keep it above the funnel and then we will pour the sample. We will leave it for some time so that all the filtration is done. Also we have another advanced method, vacuum pump. It creates vacuum and sucks the excess water. So after 30 to 45 minutes, the sample has passed through the Whatman filter paper, and what is you were saying at the top, these are the suspended solids, and whatever has come down the filter paper is the dissolved solids. So this is our sample for calculation of dissolved solid. So again, to calculate dissolved solid, first we will have to take down the weight of initial dry weight of crucible as W1. After that we will pour the sample into the crucible and put it into the hot air oven for measurement of dissolved solid. So now we will measure the weight of initial dry weight for total dissolved solids. Make sure you have tapped the button. So the initial dry weight of crucible for total dissolved solid is 86.5262. So after noting down the initial dry weight, now we will pour the dissolved sample into the crucible. After this, again we will put into the hot air oven for 24 hours. Now we will look into the procedure of finding fixed solid and volatile solids. Volatile solid is majorly the organic part and the fixed solid is the inorganic part. For finding the fixed solid and volatile solid, we will be using muffle furnace, as you can see. Muffle furnace is a very sophisticated, so it is very important to follow proper guidelines. Before using the instrument, we have to make sure that we preheat the instrument so that the instrument can rise up to the temperature of 500 degrees Celsius, and only then we have to put the sample inside the muffle furnace. To calculate total volatile solids and total fixed solid, first we need to note down the initial dry weight of silica crucible. We are taking 2 silica crucibles and duplicate so that we have a more accurate value. So the initial dry weight of sample 1 is 27.8507. Similarly, initial dry weight of crucible 2 of silica is 26.7791. After measurement of initial dry weight of silica crucible 1 and silica crucible 2, now we are going to pour down the wastewater sample and put it in the muffle furnace. So this is a silica crucible 1. So now we have to take proper measurement. As you can see, the muffle furnace has reached the temperature of 500. We keep it for 1 hour at a temperature of 550 plus minus 50. So now we are going to open the muffle furnace. So now we will pour. Make sure you hold it like this and away from your hand. So we will place the sample inside the muffle furnace. Similarly, we will take another crucible and place it inside the muffle furnace. After this, we will close the muffle furnace. And now we are going to wait for 1 hour. After 1 hour, we'll take out the sample and measure the total solids for fixed solids and volatile solids. So now after 1 hour, we have switched off muffle furnace, and now we will take out the crucibles and weigh them to find the weight of fixed solid and weight of volatile solids. It is important to use tong to take out the silica dishes as they are really hot. We will immediately cover them to prevent any contamination from outside. After this, we will close the muffle furnace, and now we will find the initial dry weight of both silica 1 and silica 2 crucibles. Now we will immediately transfer the silica crucibles into the desiccator. It is important again to use tong, and then we will close the lid of desiccator and we will wait for 30 to 45 minutes, and then we will weigh down the weight of both silica crucibles. So after 30 minutes, now we will take out our sample from the desiccator and we will weigh the sample. This way will give the final dry weight of the silica crucible 1 and silica crucible 2. So now we will on the weighing balance. Now we will weigh silica 1. 26.7857. After this, the duplicate silica 2 crucible, 27.8680. So now we will calculate total fixed solid and total volatile solid. As we did in the experiment before, the initial dry weight of silica crucible 1 we have already noted down. After keeping it into the muffle furnace for 1 hour, we have taken out the silica crucible and note down the reading. This is W2 and weight of the silica without any sample is W1. So to find out the weight of fixed solid, subtract W2 and W1. If we want to calculate this in milligrams per liter, the formula is W2 minus W1 into 1000 divided by ml of sample into liters. This will give you the value in milligram per liter. Similarly, we will again calculate total fixed solid of another sample. So after calculating the total fixed solid of both the samples, now we will go into the total volatile. So total volatile solid would be nothing but subtraction of total solid minus total fixed solid. So after we have found out the fixed solid, which is the inorganic part, we can subtract it from the total solid and we can get the organic part, that is total volatile solids. So after 24 hours, we will take out the sample from the hot air oven and place it into the desiccator. So this is our first sample for total solids. Similarly, this is our second sample for total dissolved solids. Now we will let the sample cool down in the desiccator for 20 to 30 minutes. So after the crucibles have cooled down, we will take out the samples for total solids and total dissolved solids and weigh them. So this is our total solids. We have already taken down the initial dry weight as W1. This value will give the value of W2 for total solids, 81.0835. Similarly, we will measure for total dissolved solids. We have already noted down the initial dry weight W1. This weight will give W2. 86.5338. So now moving on to the last part, we have weighed down the initial dry weight of crucible for total solids as W1, and after keeping it in hot air oven for 24 hours at 103 to 105 degrees Celsius, this is the final dry weight of crucible. As you can see, the solids are visible. So now to calculate the total solids, differentiate both the weights W2 minus W1 and convert it into milligrams per liter. Similarly, we will follow the same procedure for calculation of total dissolved solids. The initial weight of total dissolved solid crucible was W1, and after keeping it down in the hot air oven after filtering it with Wortmann paper, it came down to W2. Differentiate both the values W2 and W1, which will give you the value of total dissolved solids. Convert it into milligrams per liter. So now we have the value of total solids and also the value of total dissolved solids. Using both, we can easily calculate the total value of suspended solids. Total suspended solids are nothing but the difference between total solids and total dissolved solids. Subtract both the values and you will get the value in milligram per liter. So at the end, now we have calculated total solids, total dissolved solids, total suspended solids, total fixed solids and total volatile solids. At the end, you will be given a questionnaire based upon the practicals which you have to submit before the start of your next practical. Thank you.